Good morning. We are in Suffolk and you may notice I'm not at home. I'm camping on a campsite in Suffolk, so I've got a few other bikers here from other parts of the UK. Some have come from Scotland and I'm showing them the delights of East Anglia. And today we went to Great Yarmouth Wheels yesterday, Wheels Festival, which was good. They enjoyed that, but today we're going to head inland. Nearly going to go home actually, going to Finchingfield in Essex, which is one of my favourite places. So hopefully there's going to be about 7 of us, and I can show them one of my favourite places. Let's go. Quite a few of the guys have been camping in tents. I've got my trusty Transit. Over there we've got Danny, who's on his Triumph. He's a member of the Mental Disability Bikers group. He'll be coming with us today. Sorry. Right, I'm ready. I said 11:30. They're all still faffing about. Right, hey ho. It's a lovely day, so that's the main thing. And we're not going far. Finally, they are ready. So I've got them lining up on the grass here. Some other guys just coming in there. Nice little lineup. I think we've got 7. I will try and tell you everyone's name. 8. Right, there we go. We're off. So we're heading inland. We're out in rural Suffolk, and we are going to head back towards Cambridgeshire, towards Essex.
Hello.
Ready? Cool. Well, so it's going to take us just over an hour. Actually, probably just under an hour. Depends how fast we ride. When you're in a group like this, I don't know everyone. I've only met a few for the first time this weekend. Guy behind me, he's called Ross. He's from Scotland. He's a good guy, good rider. I've ridden with him before. And then we've got John, who has been in one of my videos before, and we've got some other people who I've not ridden with before. This is the trouble when you're getting ready to go. You think you're ready, and then they're not. So, anytime this week. Right. Danny, who's at the back, who's not really a member of the Mental Disability Bikers. That was a joke. No offence taken or given or meant. So he's got a pillion with him, and the reason he's got a pillion is because the guy is normally on a 125. Although to be fair, he probably could have brought it. Right, so we're off the campsite. And here we are. Now, this part of Suffolk has very, very narrow roads. They do have gravel on, so we do have to be careful. Although I have noticed in the first literally few hundred metres, that people aren't keeping up with me. Now, it's a 60. It's not a 30. I think we could be going... Well, it must have been a 30. Okay, I think we could be going a little bit faster. I know there are some tight corners like this, but you know, I'm under 30 going around that one, because you don't know what's around that. It's only one vehicle wide. Lovely place though. I love how the sun comes through the trees here. So the route we're going to take to Finchingfield is one of my favourites, but in reverse. So I'm going to go along the Stour Valley, which we've seen before, through Long Melford, Cavendish, Clare, Stoke-by-Clare, a village called New England. Then going to turn down towards Steeple Bumpstead, and we're going to appear in Finchingfield from the north, which is not the way I normally appear. And I didn't show you Long Melford. I don't think I had the camera on. Very nice village though. This is the next village along. This is Cavendish. It's full of really, really nice buildings like that little round one and that thatched cottage there. And I think for a group of tourists who don't know this area, I think this is a great place to bring them. It's very, very typically English, especially with this little village green coming up here. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you will have seen it before. And it's nice to see plenty of other bikers coming the other way. Very popular. I like to ride the entire length of this road, as I may have mentioned before. My friend lives in that house. Right. So, no, it's that house actually. Right, so yeah, there's the village green. I think I've been round that on the bike once before just to show you. So we're going to follow the entire length of the Stour, or the upper Stour Valley anyway. I'm just trying to remember the name, or at least the it's the A1092, if that helps. So once you get out the villages, the roads open up. They are being really slow. I think people want me to stick to the speed limit. This is one of those speed limits that you come out of the village and it's still a 30, and really it shouldn't be, because there's a few straggling houses. The minute I'm past this car and we get to the National, I'm off. They can catch me up. So what you might notice about Suffolk, lots of pink houses, red houses, and dark blood coloured houses. They're called Suffolk pinks. And interesting fact, the more money you had, the darker red your house was. And it's because they used ox blood to dye the lime render. And that's why some people, quite a lot of people still, right, we're off, still paint their houses dark red today. Now, lovely roads. I'm still keeping it to the speed limit though, because I've got a group of 8 people. You can, if nobody's looking, bomb along here at quite a good speed. But I'd never do that, because I'm not naughty. Now, this is Clare. Been through Clare before on one of my other videos. This is really little awkward, but now I could do with stopping here to let the rest of the crew catch up. But typically, this car's going to flash me and let me go. I'm really going to have to stop because they're going to get lost on this corner otherwise. And being a very old town, he's cutting the corner. You've got this very tight corner where nobody knows where they're going, and everyone just dawdles there. So I'm going to have to, this is Clare, centre of Clare, I'm going to have to pull over on this side. And I've also mentioned this before, really lovely village, Clare, and the pub, which is just over the road there, over to the right, is called the Cock Inn. So it's called the Cock Inn Clare. I would never make a joke about that. Ever. Right, we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait, because they have literally not see. They're not going to see where I've gone. So let's. No, going to move a bit further. This is always the trouble with a group of people who aren't normally a group. See, if I ride with Sunstorm bikers or my local GBMCC, I know how they ride, and I know how the group rides, and I know who to put where. But here, like literally none of them have come around the corner. They must be able to see me. Here we go. Right. He's not with me. He's somebody else. Right. Do get a lot of bikes on here. Onwards we go. So after Clare, the next place you come to is Stoke by Clare. Been through there before, famous college. Look at that big house, isn't that nice? You can cut through to Finchingfield and go over an East Anglian hill, but we're not going that way. Right, so we are now at Baythorn End. We've been here before. This is where we turn off the 1092 and we turn onto the A1017. And they've all caught up. There you are, look, you can see them all. Hey! Right, we're not on the A1017 for very long. If we stayed on this would go back to Cambridge, which I don't want to go home, so we're going to turn down to Finchingfield. And not a great road this, to be fair. It's double whites for ages, so if you get a lorry in front of you and it's difficult to see, you really can't get past it. But like all of the roads in this area, the closer you get to Finchingfield, the more wiggly the roads get. This road would be good if it didn't have traffic on it. So we're going to turn left. We're going to turn left at a village called New England. There is a pub on the corner and it's signposted Steeple Bumpstead, which is another fun name. And that's the B1054, which pretty much goes all the way. Actually becomes the 1057. It goes all the way down to Finchingfield. Here we are. Now, this pub's been closed for years. Looks like it's open again. There you go. I'll have to check that out. It's always got a rainbow flag up there. Right, just checking they've all caught up. They should do, because I didn't go fast on that bit. Now, this is the start of the really, really fun roads. So, if you're a biker and you know your places... Oh, I missed them all out. Right, okay. Didn't have the camera on. Bugger. So, they were the really fun roads. I'll do some on the filming on the way back. So, yeah, we're at Finchingfield now. I missed out all of Steeple Bumpstead and Cornish Hall End. But never mind. I can film that some other time. Yeah. Nice roads. And... here we are in Finchingfield. You may recognise it. If you live in the east of England, you'll know it. It's on the opening titles of Look East, which is the local news. And there's a reasonably famous windmill, duck pond, little humpback bridge, and more often than not, loads and loads, as the windmill, loads and loads of motorbikes, and that's why I'm here. And the reason there's so many bikes, there's the windmill behind that cottage. The reason there's so many motorbikes here is purely because of its location, surrounded by amazing roads, which I will film on the way back for you, because I don't always have the camera on because it drains the battery and I only get 80 minutes of time. Little narrow bridge there with no priority signs. I have seen a few standoffs in the past. As the pub, hate the pub, don't go in there. Landlord, I don't get on with the landlord who refused to serve me once, as he does a lot of people. So look at all the bikes. It's gonna be a challenge to park here. You just have to go in where you can. I like to go in on this top bit. There's always a little spot. Always a little spot. I can get in there.
Just try and find anywhere in the village but not on the bus stop. Park on the bus stop, it's not that road on the street. When you get there now, you can go outside and pick the top tree where that yellow line.
So that's me just telling Ross that not to park on the bus stop, because people get the arse if you park on the bus stop, but you can really fit in. You just have to be good at sliding your bike into a little gap. They're not part of, are they part of my group? I don't bloody know. Right, there he is. That's Neil. That's Mark. That's Danny. With his pillion. Right, put this in. could get off it, but I like to sit on my bikes as I put them in. So as always, there's loads of bikes, and I've got parked at the top. They're just filtering in anywhere they can because there's little spaces. People are just going round and round looking for somewhere to park. Yeah, so many bikes. It's a shame the sun's gone in. There goes Danny. Shame we've lost the sunshine. And there is Craig, who's part of our group. He was right at the back. He's still not parked. Right, now we had a lovely lunch in Winners, which is the nice tea room next to the pub, far better than pub. Highly recommend Winners. I also recommend the Picture Pot tea room, which is just on the right, out of shot there. That's a really nice venue as well. As I say, don't recommend the pub. There's an antique centre as well. They're very biker friendly. They always have a chat. Well, they do with me anyway. So, gonna film some of these roads now. Right, we're off. Now, we're not quite going back the same way. This is one of my favourite routes in and out of Finchingfield. Reason is, I do this one more than any other, purely because I live at the end of it. So, this is the road heading west from Finchingfield. It's the B1053. If you follow it all the way, it goes all the way over to Ashton, which I believe is in Essex, and then it goes up towards does it go towards Linton in Cambridgeshire. Now, I can get some quite good speed on here normally. I really enjoy this road. I do this a lot. This is my summer evening. My summer evening treat if I'm on my own. Once I'm past this BMW rather, and I can see, we can have some fun. Although I've got to bear in mind, I've got several people behind me. Right, let's go. I'm still keeping the speed down reasonably because I've got so many people behind me who need to see where I'm going. And they need to keep up. It curves gently. This is Hawkins Hill. This is quite a... See, we do have hills in East Anglia. Not a particularly steep hill, admittedly, but it's a hill all the same. Right, so... that's Danny telling me he needs some petrol. Unfortunately, we're kind of in the wrong place to get petrol at the minute. We can get some once we get back up towards Linton. Now, this is one of my favourite bits of road. This is amazing. I absolutely love it. So I've sped up a little bit. They're all still behind me. It's a great little bit of road. So you can see it's clear. I know there's a car coming. If you were very eagle-eyed, you would have seen it. It curves round to the right. It goes uphill. Goes back around to the left. You can get some real speed there. Back round to the right. Over the brow of the hill. I love this. Alright, watch out for the pothole. Back round, you can really get your knee out here. Back round to the left. And then round again. I absolutely love that bit. You can seriously bomb along that piece of road. And at the end of it, if you are a biker, you will know we're heading towards Ashton. And just before Ashton, there is a place, I can't remember what it's called. It's it's called Hideout Leathers. They do all the repairs. They do all the repairs. So that's Ashton Road, and it's the B1053, one of my favourite bits of road. Now I'm going to have to wait for them to catch up. Yeah, I even lost Danny on that bit, but to be fair, he has got a pillion. So we're now heading towards the main road, which will take us back towards Linton. There's a guy called Stevie who's riding with us. He's going to disappear home here. He's got all his camping stuff on his bike, and he's going to go back up to Scotland. So he has got a mammoth ride ahead of him. But coming from Suffolk out towards Finchingfield, we are going the right way for him. So we're going to signal to him here to leave the group. He'll be turning left, and we'll be going straight on. This is the village of Bartlow. It used to have a railway station. It used to have a railway. And that is a really nice pub. Love that pub. Right. Now, looks so. The way that Stevie needs to go is in fact closed. So we will pull over and we will let Stevie know where he needs to go. Because he ain't going that way. And Danny's going to tell me he needs petrol again. Which I know.
Well, it's the road.
Right, Steve has left the group. We're now in this big rural void between Cambridge, Newmarket and Bury St Edmunds. There's very, very little here. No towns, no big villages, no petrol stations. Sorry, Danny. It's just roads like this, rolling countryside, big sky, the odd farmhouse, a few little hamlets. It's a really, really pleasant area, and I hope it never gets developed because it's great for riding in. It's not spectacular like the Dales, but it's a really, really nice area, and I'm really proud to have shown all of these people around my local area. It's been great. We're heading back to the campsite now. Well, we're back. I enjoyed it. Danny, did you enjoy the ride?
I did, yes.
You did. So I've been showing them parts of Suffolk, and
Yes.
We even went into Cambridgeshire as well.
We did.
Which was
lovely.
nice. Which was
the weather's
nice.
been great. The roads
Yes.
are lovely. The bikers.
And yeah, some people couldn't keep up. But that's another-
how to overtake.
That's another story. We did. We had fun. What? This is going on YouTube, mate. They're all going to see it. Right. Thanks for watching.